It's Fire 716. Let's go.
It's Big Frank in the morning. Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air. Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it. Hey.
716, your boy Big Frank, locked in Big Frank in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this may find you in the world, the universe. I hope and pray that your day is going well. Listen, I got cards on. Yeah. Somebody zoom
I can go get my cards. We can play spit.
Listen, no, Matt, good morning, y'all. Matt ran that Monday. Me and my mom and I and my sister were waiting for this event to start. He was so bored. He was like, "Yo, we need to play cards. I got no cards. Pull out your business cards. Pull out your let's go." And the last two digits are either the phone number or the email. Is the highest joint, and we was out here playing. Listen, locked in with me, the homegirl D Money Mac, Jay Cherie
In the building.
Dick Kev on air, Jay the Dark Knight. I also got their names. It's been a long time.
I like all been together.
Valid. How y'all feeling, man? How's life treating y'all, man? What's going on in y'all world?
I'm chilling. I'm working on being more positive.
Yeah.
Oh no, valid. That's a real thing. I'm working on not pleasing people.
That's also a good thing.
Because
it's exhausting.
Like it's exhausting. Like I realized that, and I talked to my pastor about this. I said, I'll respond. Stop that music all the way. Okay. All the way. And stop it in the system. You shut it. That I'll respond based off how I project you want me to respond, and not authentically.
That's valid.
And
there's only so much ass kissing you can do.
So much,
and I hate to put it that way, but I understand where you're coming from. I really do. At a certain point, you kind of you probably end up being a little mean at first, but it'll even out.
And it was crazy. I get in trouble for being mean all the time. Because I get in trouble for being mean. You should, but like I get in trouble for
you're aggressive.
When I open up that floodgate of honesty and it comes unfiltered. It comes aggressive. It comes with I have to detach myself from how you expect me, and I have to say it quickly. Yeah. Because if I don't say it quickly, I'll resort back to responding the way I think you want me to respond. So I'll be like, "No, you look like a brick. I'm smacking your face, and I can't." Well, my God, why you say it like that? Just because I got to get it out. Get it out. Because if I hold it in, not aggressive.
I mean, I just extreme. What helped me was trying to think about things in a logical way. Yeah. Like instead of putting my emotions in it, or even taking their emotions, just straight up ignoring the emotion completely and just thinking completely logical. What's going to be the most logical thing to say? Yeah. And then go from there if they want to get emotional.
Yeah. No, valid. Good morning.
Working on not caring. No, because learning coming into not just ministry but like future businesswoman. Yeah. The barriers and the certain guidelines that I need to set. You're not getting free sessions out of me just because I'm an elder. I need your wisdom because you specialize in this. My office hours are but I don't care. I have to set boundaries. So in my boundary setting, I have to not care. And it's a nice not care, but it's still a not care. No.
I really relate to y'all today.
I'm some days I just been tolerating y'all, but today
just wait.
She's not going. But however, today.
No. Give it time.
I'm agreeing.
We just started.
I'm with you. I'm with you on the not caring part and sticking to getting paid. I've really been doing my best to not give people free stuff, no matter what it is. Just straight up, like if it's my time at all, you need to pay. Period. Yeah. So,
that is a good segue into this email I got to send.
Facts.
I ain't sent it. Let me
supposed to send that. Come on,
Tuesday. Okay.
So it's supposed to send Monday.
Valid. No, Monday was the event.
Monday night.
So long story short, real quick before we get into Big Girl Chronicles, I hosted Juneteenth on last week Monday.
This Monday.
It was super lit too. You did a really great job.
You know,
for being on the fly.
On the fly. Who's the guy? Big boys. They still do cry. All right. I don't know. So what happened was, all right. So I get there at the event. I get there about 9 o'clock. We set up. DJ set up whatever. He say, "Oh, Frank, you about to MC." I said, "You know, I felt the energy. You know, I'm who am I?
The girls, dumb sugar."
I get to hosting. You know, it's nothing to it but to do it. Then your young lady comes up and says, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be hosting. Oh, this is my time to relinquish the microphone. Ooh, you got it, girl. You got it." So I go back to my juicing corner. She hosts for an hour and 45 minutes. The event has still additional 5 hours to go. What is happening? I was like, whatever. And it's gonna call me back. So I end up hosting the whole thing. Still no whatever, right. Good energy. 5716. We out here, Big Frank. Let's go. Let's get it. But somebody messed up. In a light conversation, they make the statement and they say that person was supposed to get paid for the duration of the whole time. I said, "Oh, really?"
So I was just gonna.
So with that being said, now if this evidence and information is true,
yeah.
Oh, you owe me some money. Now I'm gonna send this letter with much great, compassion and care and appreciation and elevation and bigging up for the success of the event. But if you're gonna drop a ducat in the bucket for anybody, you better come see me. I'm not saying it got to be the whole, and I want to see them an invoice of the value.
Yeah, that they got
of what you got.
Yeah,
for me to host an event because at the baseline is $75 an hour. Baseline.
Yeah, and that was
our her.
Yeah.
Okay. I
mean, and with the fee, the vendor fee, I don't see why they couldn't pay you because all those vendors out there, and I know how much the vendor fee was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So there's
Drop
no reason.
The money.
Yeah. Valid. Because and then matter of fact, let me go holler about Jacob. Good morning, King. Okay, but
shout out to
it wasn't my event.
Yeah,
people was like, "Where I get a table from?" Steal one. I told you, get a table from that middle of that field and go set up. Baby girl came through. Oh my God, I ain't got no table. Let me come see you. Come see me.
For what?
Grab your table. This is put in the middle of this field right here. So, bam, there you go. Because it's like, this is, but I don't mind helping. And I get, I got that boss energy. And that's just what it is.
Frank running the show next year.
Next year, we done prayed. And what is happening?
Y'all laying hands at the Juneteenth?
I was about to be like, that doesn't surprise me.
Okay.
They prayed a couple times, actually.
A couple times. I closed with prayer. Okay. And I prayed for this guy who was intoxicated. He was, man, you shook hands. About the guy. Then after that, we got sealed in the leave.
Yeah.
Kids want to fight.
You should have prayed for me.
They about to fight. What side was it? She's like, get him, Uncle Frank.
Get him, Uncle Frank.
Listen, y'all, it's going down this morning. You're ready to get into Big Girl Chronicles with my homegirl Jay Cherie. DJ, do me a favor and hit that thing. Huh?
What's up, everybody?
I put a commercial.
Did you? I appreciate
for a second.
I appreciate you. You're gonna do it after Big Girl Chronicles, and there we go. It's on you, Jay.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles, and on this somewhat chilly morning, kind of disappointed in Buffalo because it really is June, and 2 days of warm weather is just ridiculous. But no, I really want to talk about learning your value. So, the contract is basically almost signed, so I can now release this energy that I'll be life coaching for a certain agency, but they haven't, put it public yet. So you'll find out when you find out. But
congratulations.
Going into this contract situation, I was reading the guidelines, I was reading everything, and I was like, okay, I definitely deserve more. And even though I am still completing my master's degree and not fully licensed yet, I understand what I bring to the table. So I had to negotiate some things and tell them, like, this is what I feel like I am worth at this point in my life. But a lot of times, even when we're going through life, and we sometimes really don't put the value of what we really deserve on the table because we feel like, oh, maybe it's just too much, or they'll never pay. You know, I've heard a lot of people wanting to start businesses in Buffalo and say, okay, well, I won't start my business because my baseline product is $150 and people in Buffalo don't pay that much. And I'm like, you have to understand when something is something that people desire, they'll pay for it. People in Buffalo will go broke for Jordan. So why not put yourself in a place where you say this is my value and it's non-negotiable? Because a lot of times we will negotiate, we'll give people the family discount, the black people discount, everybody kind of discount, because we feel like this is, you know, we have to negotiate in order to make sales. We have to negotiate in order to be successful. But there's one thing I learned from Oprah after she got fired from her anchoring job and she really got into her next business. She put her value on the line and said, this is how much you guys are going to pay me with her next gig. This is my value. This is what I bring to the table. And now she's making billions in her sleep. So what is this Base Girl Chronicles about? It's really telling you to understand your value and do not negotiate the value in what you bring to the table, because quality, they will pay for it. When it's quality, they will invest. And you are selling yourself short if you're doing anything less than that, because you're beautiful, you're intelligent, and you're graceful. You're big people.
Big. B-I-G. Nope. B-I-G.
B-O-P-P-N. No info for the D-E-N.
Federal agents bad because I'm
flagrant tap myself in my phone in the basement.
I thought you was
I know
say.
when it come on.
I know when
Like,
it come on.
for real.
B-I-B.
Because you're big. You're wide.
You're wide.
That's what I thought you was gonna say.
You big. You wide. You walk
Wide
with a
and all
stride.
outside.
No, I think knowing your value is very, very important. And the thing I say all the time, what's your baseline? Like, my baseline. I don't care what I'm doing.
Facts.
The fact that I got to step foot into a door.
Mm-hmm.
This is my baseline.
What's that?
Facts.
Frank, how much you describe the DJ? This is my baseline. I'm not doing nothing you're talking about.
Listen.
My baseline.
And I think the problem a lot of times when we're family, we want to just assume that a person should do things for you without having to pay because we're family. And I don't agree with that theory. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. In my somewhat broker days, even when you guys helped me move, I was like, I pay for food. Cool. I got y'all with some snacks. I got you. But like, even snacks. Now, you know, like with my sister and how she writes proposals and she does like, she'll put curriculums together for people just because she's my sister. Oh, no. I'm not going to assume that I'm not going to invest some kind of funds into you if I ask you, hey, could you help me put this curriculum together? Yeah. Right. Just because we're family. And a lot of times we just assume we're going to get free stuff or free services out of our family. And I feel like in some ways that's kind of disrespectful. At least if you can't pay the full fee, throw them something. No, like,
yeah. But I also encourage families to know your value. Now you go ahead and sit and be quiet. I'm gonna let favor work for me.
Yeah.
Because favor plays a role, and I grant it for even with something you're making an exchange for.
Yeah.
That maybe it may not be a financial exchange, but the value of your time, I can give you something. I told somebody yesterday who's working on building a curtain. Listen, I don't have the finances to pay you, but I can give you compensation in another format. As an exchange to the value of what your time is. And that's just something that we got to get in the habit of doing, and that be the hard part, because when you're doing something and you're moving and you're like, I'm here to help, but it's like, dang, you're not even, there's no exchange from the value of my time. Mm-hmm. And without that, it's like, man, I ain't doing nothing else for you. Trifling, good for nothing type of. Listen, it's going down this morning. When we get back, we're going to get back into the question of the day. It's going down right here on Fire. 716 Big Frank in the morning.
Everybody, this is DMP Speaks coming at you. And
it's not enough to just dream about your ideas, right? You've got to take action to bring about their creation. Time is passing us by, and that time that we have, and we think we have so much time, we don't have the time like we thought we did 20, 30 years ago. We literally, when we get an idea, we got to make sure this is something that we're supposed to do. That's a part of our purpose. It's a part of our life's work. And we got to be dream creators.
Luck to the Vault with Dante Mound on Fire 716 Radio. Let's go.
This is engaging the youth. No longer is it okay for us to make decisions as to what we feel they should do. We already lived our youth. You know what I mean? So it's time for us to, God gave us 2 of these and 1 of these for a reason. We need to listen and watch more than we do a lot of talking. So
you can't, everything is changing, you know what I mean? From everything outside to how we feel and everything, because it's 2 different worlds we live in, 2 different generations. So like I definitely get where like it's hard to communicate and hard to come to an agreement on one particular thing, because you see it from your eyes,
right,
from your perspective, but I might see it from another perspective. So
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in the Big Frank in the morning. Good morning. You're ready to get into the question of the day.
Yes.
It's a party, and my phone is rocking. Okay,
you might have to turn it sideways.
Phone is rocking. Don't come and knock.
What?
Ooh, it's got to go. Okay. Somebody done tapped in. It's the feds. We done call the feds up in 6.
You know what's so funny?
Hey,
Every
yo.
single time I'm on the phone and I'm using this and they hear the sound, that's exactly what they be saying. Like, oh, you the
They
police or
listening to
something?
you?
Yeah. Like it's literally.
It is 50 of them looking real smooth. The question of the day is: what characteristics?
What is the thing that a person does, an approach that makes you fall back or no longer interested?
They approach drunk. You got the wrong one. I have
That's
no
valid.
tolerance for a intoxicated woman. I have no. Forgive me for my aggression. Get away from me, you trifling good for nothing.
Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Right. Hold.
Harlot.
Wait.
You
birthday.
I don't care what it was. For you to have the gumption and the notion.
One,
the presentation.
One, I don't leave. I'll be in the house at 9 o'clock. So if you drunk like that,
No,
I
you Uber. I have dropped people at the car.
I'll say it like
like
this. Now, for you're not watching. I got a call one time. Oh, Frank, come get. Leave it right where you at. I'm going to sleep. And that was my heart.
That's crazy. That's
So long. See you.
so
Such a
strict.
goodbye. Good riddance.
Yeah.
I turn a
Because
break. That is so-
even just I was gonna say the Juneteenth to pray for me.
Yeah.
Cause I had a little dranky drink and then I spilled my drink on my phone and on somebody else. And yeah, but I wasn't drunk. I was just having too much fun.
You was on your way.
I was like, yeah. I don't know what I was drinking. I was just, somebody poured me a cup. And I was,
See, that's
okay, but no, family. It was a family member.
Don't matter.
It was a family member.
They still
It was a
play.
family member. And then it was a friend.
Because I used to be a family mixologist and will have people sleeping over at your house.
Hypnotic.
You know what? I felt like
You had
I didn't need it, but I was having such a frustrating time there because the wind was blowing everything away. But yeah, for me, I would say what instantly makes me stop talking to somebody is the same thing it always is. They'll ask for pictures, like besides pictures that are already public, or they'll send pictures that are
dick pics.
Unnecessary.
Yes. Or
They
videos.
say H is too hard.
Or they'll just
Well,
start
you know what?
talking.
I blame that on kindergarten. Show and tell.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm blaming on kids.
But then, in
I've never did
adulthood,
that.
you have to go to the military because they say don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell.
So if they don't ask for it, don't send it.
And
you
it's
know,
annoying.
It's,
Hey,
it's
how you doing? Hi. Why? Why?
I got
right.
2 videos
How you doing,
yesterday.
Get
on
right to the
Snapchat.
point. Get right to the point. This is why I called you.
I asked this guy at the store. Y'all, this is gonna sound like a crazy question, but I asked this guy at the store. I said, "Do women send you random naked pictures?" Because I'd just be wondering, like, do women do that?
Yes.
Like,
They do.
okay,
But it's not unless you're
Never happens.
you have like from what I've experienced, you have to be in that lane with that person.
It hasn't been an on
It can't
site.
be like random.
Just,
You
So
know?
no
I was gonna say,
randoms.
never
They gotta
happened.
be like really messing with you for real. Like
see, this is
Like I said,
Nah, I ain't never. If she wasn't
ne-
feeling me, she wasn't sending
has
nothing.
never happened to me.
I mean,
Nah.
the only
Ever in
reason
my
why
life.
is because
Never happened ever in my
the
life.
amount of time.
Never in my life.
When I was out there, I got a lot of
Just random from random.
That's different though,
Okay.
because you know
But
you
see,
a
it's
girl.
different for
You a
women.
girl though.
Because
It's never happened to me
I
as
done
a
been
guy.
shown female pictures that my wife showed me. Look at so and so in this, and it's like, I'll tell y'all on break. But it's they trying to be sexy, but it ain't really working. Like they send those to their friends to get like confidence boosters.
So,
But yeah,
okay, so
Right.
friends
Girl-
do that.
Girls have more pictures of girls in their phones than I've ever been sent.
No, facts.
Than I've ever been
Yeah,
sent in my whole,
I would just feel
whole
like it's
entire
just
adult life.
I don't understand the like just the random. It just happens. It happens too much.
Because you're,
I
ain't saying this right.
to the point that I'm about to start just charging people. Like you can send whatever you want, but
Listen,
send me this first.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not. Listen about the bag.
you know what I'm saying?
And I know
Secure the bag.
Yeah.
You know, you can be that person that be like content creator threatener.
I mean, you know, at
Start
this
black- Start blackmailing.
Listen,
Nah,
if
that's how you get
don't
shot.
send me this $50.
It's gonna be all over the joint.
This is going to the public.
But then people like that, they be like, "Nigga, I done sent it to 20
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
today.
Already?
I done sent it.
Because
I
I
done
imagine
sent it
if
to
they
the
just sent
world,
it to me,
Craig.
because if you send,
No, facts.
It's pending.
Yeah.
This picture, that this picture ain't taking fresh daily.
It's
This
not.
is just this picture is just sitting in here.
This is over time.
This is a 5-year-old picture.
I got
Picture.
my other fallback is I'm in the army, but I'm on an oil rig and I need a WhatsApp phone number.
that's so like specific.
Wait,
That's real,
what?
right? That's real specific.
So like
This happened to you before.
it's happened to me a lot.
Okay.
Where guys be like,
It's terrible.
where guys would be like, oh, you know, I'm in the army, but like, no, I'm in the army. I'm coming home soon, but I'm actually in an oil rig and we don't have service, so I need a WhatsApp phone number. I know a scam when I see it.
Oh, facts.
So that's crazy because you still
That's
need
different.
service to text
Right.
on WhatsApp. I mean,
You know what the scammers do now? They fake text you. So what they do is,
well,
hey, what's going on? Hey, we're going out to go.
right.
Oh,
They text you
I'm sorry,
like,
I got the wrong number. Hey, but since you're here anyway,
right.
Facts.
what? And what's your
I got scammed, I think, for some hair just a week ago. It was only like it was like a real good deal. It was like,
How you
yeah, you
get
get 3 wigs for $50, but they looked like high quality. I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to do this because I thought it was a specific company. And then I paid for it, and then I went back and looked. I said, this ain't the same company. And I was like, oh my God, they're using the same pictures and stuff like that. So we'll see if anything comes in the mail.
It's not
what it
coming.
looks like.
Dispute.
But the other thing,
Right. I already disputed
yeah, I
it.
tried to do that, but it just went left.
Already
So the other thing I would say too of what makes me stop talking to somebody like immediately is if you're just dry. If you say hey and then I say hey, what's up? And then you say nothing much. Or chilling or
I am
any
chilling,
of those
bro.
basic
But
answers.
those are the things I'm doing while I'm playing
I'm
the
probably
game.
not gonna answer back because
I'm playing the
like
game.
Okay, now like single word answers, or like chilling, about to go X, Y, and Z.
that's okay.
Okay.
But it's the single word answers that kill me because it's like, how you trying to get to know me and have a conversation, but you're saying
Because I'm busy. I'm
Well,
at work.
No,
I'm
come on,
playing
I-
2K. Like
I'm
I'm
in the process
doing.
of
So you're not
something.
busy if you're playing 2K.
Yes, I
You're
am.
choosing.
Hold
Because
on.
if,
No.
'cause if I'm
Whoa.
if I'm online, I can't pause it. So
Facts.
But if that's
Nah,
the
I don't play
case,
2K,
but you could say
but
that in the
these are excuses
conversation.
I hear.
No, valid.
Chilling, playing some 2K. I got my character
It's a
wearing
illusion.
blah blah blah.
It's a
Oh,
illusion.
now that's a
No.
That's a
conversation.
conversation. for real.
Okay, hey.
I'm watching anime right now. Don't talk to
Good.
me. You know.
All right,
Once again, that's a choice.
My
You can pause anime. You just-
wife hates me when I do the one answer. Okay, nothing. All right. You already know how I get when I'm working. You already know when I'm doing something. I just can't engage in this this hand holding conversation. Number 2, I'm speaking half of this anyway. Number 4, I talk in riddles. Number 5, I gotta go write the word, go back and fix the word, reread the word, because when I reread the word, I still put in the word that I didn't even put in the text message. I ain't saying I'm dyslexic, but I'm just saying I'm dyslexic. But I'm just saying that. Okay. All right. Nothing. I see you then.
If we can't push past text conversation,
my wife just called me.
It's a pushback for me.
And I'd be like
if the conversation doesn't go further.
If we done had 10 conversations via text and we ain't talked on the phone once yet, I'm done.
Oh boy!
See,
all right, I'm gonna have to hold on. I'm gonna have to.
I'm a waster of time.
I'm a time waster if you're gonna say that, because I don't.
You don't like.
I'm not for the.
I'm not holding my phone no more.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. What's up?
Man.
What else you getting into? Mm-hmm. Cool. Because I'm multitasking.
I'm doing other
so
stuff.
I'm not. Yep. Yeah, that's funny because so and so was like X, Y, and Z.
I'm a phone line. Oh, man, that's crazy.
Right.
I'm not really listening.
I'm half listening to what you're saying
sometimes. Like,
I mean honestly,
she
though,
hates it.
Yeah.
Like, she'll call me, and I'm okay, cool. If I'm not picking up the conversation, all right. Since you ain't talking, I'll call you later. All right, cool. Like, you called me. Bring up a conversation. Spark the conversation.
Yeah. See, I have the opposite issue where my wife will converse. I don't really have to say too much. She want to talk. She called because she want to talk. She's gonna carry this conversation for at least an hour.
Listen,
if you let her, you know what I mean. I was just like,
see,
great.
I feel like
trying to push her off the phone. Like, man,
I hate talking on the phone. I really hate it because 9 times out of 10 I'm trying to do something, and now I can't concentrate on both. So if I'm concentrating on you on the phone, I'm not getting the stuff I need to get done. But if I'm getting the stuff done, I'm not concentrating to whoever I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
And some people in my life, they can't deal with that. So like I have to be on the phone at least once a week, to maintain relationships that I have with friends and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not
trying to get to know you. I need to hear your voice because I need to hear certain tones in your voice. And
send me a voice message.
Voice memos.
Always catch. Anyway,
Jay Shrew's like, it's too early. I can't deal with this.
It's because they're all married. Like,
I don't have it that bad. I don't think I'm that bad.
Because I'm not gonna be on the phone all day. See, that's the thing. I want to have a conversation with you just to get to know you, but I'm not gonna be.
My
on the phone
bio
with
is
you.
on Facebook. That's me.
You
for hours. Like, I'm not gonna be on the phone with you for hours.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, but I do want to get to know your tone. I want to get to know, like, hey, because you could be saying I'm having an okay day, but you're not really actually having an okay day, and you really do need somebody to listen. But I can hear that in your voice, but I can't hear.
Hey, guys, we're good.
Whoa,
Black not black in.
I'll be joking. On arrival, what turned me off? If I see you and I'm going to talk to you, but then you mad loud.
I was really about to say that. Like, why are you yelling?
If you in the mall, like if I was walking to the food court or something, right? And you know that intersection, where the sunglass place is or whatever in the alley. So, I just walked past the sneaker store. I see you. I was like, okay. And I was like, all right, let me see. And then you just start being mad loud. Just like, now you just loud. And it's like, right. Not even talking to me, just talking loud on the phone to your friend. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to keep walking by. I'm going to go get some Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even going to the food court.
I would have called this person out for that.
This is facts.
That's my mom. I swear, everywhere we go, my mom is just always so loud.
It's different if I
know
you.
Then she quiet.
If I already know you,
yeah.
you can be as loud as you want. I already know you. It's whatever.
Yeah, upon arrival.
Upon arrival, you just loud as dirt. Like yo.
Upon arrival, with your breath.
Oh,
like I said, if your H is real strong, like it was.
How you doing?
If your breath smell like open booty cheeks near a fan, stay away from it.
Listen,
that's crazy.
If I smell you,
no matter what, while y'all talking, you know, if I see plaque build up, not just a little light plaque you missed today,
like cake, icing,
like cake
that's nasty. That's just nasty.
If your sit down wind,
that's just nasty.
Stank. We sit down and talk about it.
That is just nasty.
All of those add musty.
I got a real petty one, but
you know, I used to have a crush on this boy when I was younger. He was so cute, but he was so musty. And so we used to joke around with him all the time, stuff like that. And he changed his life around. He's not musty anymore.
I'm not musty no more.
No.
I'm delivered.
I'm delivered.
I found deodorant is what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you musty at 9 a.m.? Like I just you wake
they
up.
They water probably got cut off.
Up since 2 o'clock.
They doing that natural deodorant
because you're 9 a.m. Ain't my 9 a.m.
You've been up for a while.
Because you don't know that I work over that. You don't know that I work over that. I've been up for a long time. And not only that, I wanted to go home. I couldn't go home. Right. Because I had things to do in the morning. I'm not saying I've been out here musty, but I'm saying I understand being in yesterday, today. Like that. Well, yeah. I've been home since.
Also,
you know
also
what?
like smelling like weed, like when I first run into you. Like that's just like that's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
That's a lot by the pound. Because like
I'm talking about like it's 11 o'clock.
That means you smell like
it's 11 o'clock.
The new weed crack smell.
Just ran right into you. Like if I talk to you and I was like, yo, we gonna meet up or whatever, and like you came in and you're not even high no more. Like you might have smoked when you woke up, you ain't smoking now, but you walked in and you still smell like the pound that you smoked.
Yeah,
the eighth you smoked at 8 o'clock. I'm like,
good weed management.
Miss.
Okay, so let me just be real with you.
You're too hungry for me right now.
Let me be real with you as far as the weed smell goes.
And I go for my wife too, so you know it's the same thing.
Weed smokers don't realize how strong the weed smells.
Facts.
Because you know what I'm saying? And prime example, I was leaving to go somewhere yesterday. I smoked a little bit and I went in the house, sprayed a little perfume, and I went back outside and I said, oh my God, it smells like I never left. I was back like I never left. Uber driver, because sometimes I begin and I just know, like, man, you know.
If you smoke something called loud,
I do.
It's going to smell loud, which means you're going to smell loud.
And my opinion is like this new aroma of it smell plasticky, and I can't really explain it. The blood man upstairs smoking crack.
You know,
that's because just saying that this doesn't smell like
get some Lysol.
The weed that herbal,
the backyard boogie.
It just smells like it's a plastic burning.
Now,
to be honest, they have
using a makeshift bomb.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Definitely
could be screwing his lungs up.
A lot of times now they put a lot of different chemicals and stuff like that. Like some places do. Mm-hmm. So depending where you get it, you know what I'm saying?
Having a cigarette. Having a cigarette in your hand when I walk into you.
Isn't it weird?
Walked away. I even say that to you. I kept it for
now.
Cigarette in your hand. You ain't even smoke it. You ain't light it.
I do not like if your hands look rougher than mine. If your fingernails don't look like you at least get them done twice a year, I'm sorry, it's a no for me. Like your hands can't be black at the fingertips. You know.
No, I do look because I'm like I don't get my nails done.
No, but no, I'm just saying like, but they don't look like you don't get your nails done.
You look like you don't wash your hands or put
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
You're not moisturizing
Come
every
on,
day.
nothing like no hand hygiene, huh?
You take off your shoes and your feet smell like Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh,
But that's not on arrival. Like you walked into my house and now your feet smell like Doritos.
I'm married now. It's like, them my sneakers right here.
Funny story
that
I can't tell you on air, but afterwards I'll tell you a real funny story about funky feet.
That's
man.
For me, because that means you're not washing between your toes. That means you ain't.
That means a lot.
No, it depends.
It's a lot of dead skin.
It might just be the sneakers,
It might
though.
be the sneaker. It might be.
It might not even be them. It's just the
holding
sneakers.
this in that we're not moving outside.
It's just the sneakers.
Water,
Right. It's just the sneakers.
Car wash.
I don't wash this. I just haven't washed the sneakers. I haven't really thought about it because it's now in my mind when I take them off. Because I only wear them to go to work.
Once you hit a day where funk hit the sneaker, and if you don't tend to it, the sneakers.
That's a fact. The funk hit the fan.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Let's go down this water. We right back. We eating some church mess, hot mess, church mess right here. 5716 Big Frank in the morning.
Today's teenager is tomorrow's potential regular customer. That's what the tobacco industry said about us. But what does it say about them? That they'll do anything to recruit new smokers. Like using menthol flavors to make products smoother and better tasting, so they're easier to start and harder to quit. In other words, menthol is not just a flavor. It's a way for big tobacco to attract and addict us. And there's nothing just about it. Take action at notjustmenthol.org.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, and Jack, Faith, Hope, Love. We all are facing some type of battle. This time, I decided that I'm fighting back. I just refuse to literally let the battle overpower me, and I want to overpower the battle this time. You have to still go through the battle because I still need to get out of you what I need from you. You can beat it. It's just about knowing to getting into a place of confidence, like, I can beat this. I can get past this. This does not have to consume me. This does not have to... I don't have to wear this on my shoulders at all, truthfully. I can let it go. What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, and Jack, Faith, Hope, Love.
We came 5716. You got. I wish I was on.
You gotta know.
Yeah, on TikTok, you have team conversations that you're just not gonna get on one. We ready to get into some church mess. JC, what we got going on?
Yeah,
in the house of the Lord?
a pastor confronts a man about his giving, and this is what happens.
About how your giving has really not met the level that it's supposed to. You're really not tithing, and we really would prefer that all of our members tithe when they come to.
Let me tell you something. I give $20 a week. Some of them folks put $2, $3.
But you make more than
I feel like you're targeting me. You know, because you know me, you know I make a few dollars. You know your boy.
Your boy.
This ain't no lie, bear.
We have to deal with the elephant in the room and the elephant in the room.
To be honest with you, I'm not going to come up here and give y'all all my money that I make every month. I'm just sorry. I'll be fair.
But we're not looking for you.
You know, I put $20 a week. Yeah. And then sometimes I feel good.
$20 a week is like giving a dollar.
So the funny part of this video, because it's a longer video, at the end, the dude that they're confronting, he was like, I don't really even believe in, giving tithes in the first place. He was like, show me in the Bible where they was giving 10% of their money.
They do skits.
That was a skit.
This was real life though.
That sound like a nephew taught me phone call.
In the background too. So the guy and his wife do skits, and if you the streamline of their skits that they do is you always at the church doing something crazy, like his wife is always at the church and they go at it. It's like there's a plethora of videos with that guy, his wife. They include the pastor in this situation.
Got you.
Oh yeah, that wasn't his real.
Oh, because three people tagged like the church on here.
That's what they do.
That's good. That's the type of traction we want. That's the type of traction we
want.
want.
You got to just know. I don't know their names, but I just seen them do skits like all the time.
That
kind of stuff.
No,
but
but
there's
that
also
will be
one
trifling though. I'll be dying.
Where they was
how you gonna press me about?
Somebody sent a video where they were line dancing in church.
Yes.
And to every praise. And everybody was chopping them up. I said, pause here, because my pastor tagged me in. I said, number one, this song they singing is called Journey from 1983, has nothing to do about Jesus. He stole the entire sample of the song and changed the words.
Hey,
so if you going number two, I said these people 86 years old. They're not about to be leaping across this altar and rolling over.
No,
you better take these good old.
Wait, these was old folks?
They're older folks.
Oh, line dance.
You better let them shimmy, shake it, a roll for the
because it's usually the old folks that's talking about dancing.
But that's the thing. Like they wrote, like when I saw the comments under there, they called it all kind. This is not of God. They bringing stuff into the world. They from the world.
The song came from the world.
Facts.
Hezekiah took the song from Journey called "Faithful" about a road trip.
Hey yo,
get out of here. That's what these old new fake
not old
new.
So the second video, this is the last video because I'm only going to do two. Brian Connor.
Next
every week.
Okay.
Yo, what you're not gonna do is come into my place of worship and dog me about my praise.
That everybody down for it. Except
Okay, you know what? This might
They
be
know
the
what
one
it is.
time that I might be on his side.
a little bit
because I'm just thinking
that's what y'all practice
personally, right? And there are times where I have been
I would
at
never
services
say
and
that,
I'm like,
though, at
no
the
way
church,
y'all
bro.
came to church 2-3 times in practice, and this is what y'all came up with. Ain't no way. This is it.
They was like,
So-
oh, Brian Connor gonna be here. We gotta rehearse.
So my question is like, was he at his church? Or somebody else's church?
Right. And what you're not gonna do is come in my house and talk about my
But
family.
you know what? Sometimes I ain't hold you because sometimes the preacher can say stuff that the house just can't because of the fact that I'm only visit. I gotta come back here.
Y'all already paid me. No fact.
That's true.
You
That's
are
true.
okay. That's not I get the people. Anime, that's what you rehearsed? That's what you that's what you got going on here? That's wild.
Me personally, I just feel like he stays on TikTok on all his videos. So he just keeps doing stuff to remain somewhat relevant, no matter if it's good publicity or not.
I think it's like with the Shade Room does with TD.
Yeah.
At this point.
Ooh, there was
Even
a good.
though the video what TD Jake said about roles, gender roles.
Oh,
and
valid.
has
Valid.
caused some real issues.
Wait, what did he say?
Oh,
long story short,
he was speaking facts though. I
valid.
was like,
As a woman,
he was speaking facts. He was speaking facts.
but he was definitely speaking facts. And
it ain't that one.
But he was talking about like the woman's role versus the man's role. At the end of the day, stop trying to tell me how to be a man. You can't tell me how to be a man, father. But the way he broke it down was just so proper.
Got you.
And
the man be pulling it out the back, man.
That's how they got it back. Just
yo.
But yeah, I hope we can find it. Listen, we'll bring you when we come back after this break. We'll take a quick break and then we'll come back with that story and then we'll get into hot topics right here on Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning.
You lost to the vault with Dante Mount on Fire 716 Radio. Let's go.
This is engaging the youth. No longer is it okay for us to make decisions as to what we feel they should do. We already lived our youth. You know what I mean? So it's time for us to, God gave us 2 of these and 1 of these for a reason. We need to listen and watch more than we do a lot of talking. So
you can't, everything is changing, you know what I mean? From everything outside to like how we feel and everything, because it's 2 different worlds we live in, 2 different generations. So like I definitely get where like it's hard to communicate and hard to come to an agreement on one particular thing because you see it from your eyes, and from your perspective, and I might see it from another perspective. So
Fire 716 contacts. Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. Anything is possible. Listen. If you a clone, be one. Hey, welcome to life. Welcome to living. Like, if somebody is a clone, how does that violate you?
If the clone got better credit than me, it's violating me.
I mean, but think about that in the sense of like balance, right? Of natural and unnatural. If you and not just that though, but not just the natural and the unnatural, but also too like if how are they able to do that? Because if they're able to do that with that person, maybe they're able to do it with you.
Well, if you want another Frank out here, blood, I wish you the best.
I don't know. I'll be because imagine that other Frank, but imagine they're not you, right? They're the opposite of you, and they go out and do the opposite things that you do, but people don't know.
Bro,
and then they blame you for these things. You know what I mean?
Somebody gonna be looking crazy. You know, I'm like, they are.
You know,
I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be crazy saying it's a clone. It's a clone of me. He lost his mind. Man, the guy, it's not me. It's not me. Look at my teeth.
All right, R. Kelly.
I wish I had a clone.
Messed up a little bit.
I wish I had a clone. That didn't go to work.
No. So we had this clip real quick. We're gonna play by TD Jakes quickly. Just in the context of
to be meant, and you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you're climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families.
And as always, what I'm going to share is less about one person.
That was the guy doing it.
yeah, but you know, there's more. That wasn't the one.
There is more.
What it was saying, pretty much saying that you can't really tell me. This is where we got spicy. You can't tell me how to be a father because most. This is what he said. He said most of y'all ain't have your own. So you trying to tell me how to be a father?
No facts.
No, you know what though? That's true though. It's just that people can't handle
that type of truth. Yeah.
But I do agree with him. I do agree that a lot of times this is.
Go ahead. Speak your heart out.
This is why I feel like, you know, how things are right now is crazy because literally you could just be simply a nice person, like a nice feminine woman, and it is like honey to bees. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else is out trying to be so
gangster.
Yeah, like they have this specific mentality of being so rough and so, you know, and I've been there, done that, and it's like I get it. Sometimes you have to be. Sometimes you know, at a certain point in your life, you have to be tougher. You have to be more, you know, take that masculine role in different situations. But ultimately, if you're not a masculine,
I don't think
male,
you gotta be masculine. It's one thing to be aggressive.
We have this
another thing to be aggressive. See, on the
I
show.
I feel like
aggressiveness
in a certain kind of way is very masculine. Like you could be aggressive female, of course, but if you're like aggressive in a certain kind of way where it's coming off very like nigga-ish, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna talk about this on Tuesday.
I have a struggle with some of the stuff that he said, just because like corporate America makes you have to sometimes be dudeish to climb the corporate ladder. They give women a really hard time. You have to be twice as masculine to be considered even feminine in corporate America. Like you got to fight like a dude for certain elevations. But let me finish, bro.
You real defensive.
But on the flip side too, with being a single mother, like I think the roughness comes in. If you're a single mother raising boys, you're a little bit rough with them because it's like, I need to check these dudes because the father's not in the picture. So for me, I don't necessarily feel like that's always the intention of the woman. Now, there's just some women out there. Some girl dudes.
Gangsters.
And I believe that can mess up the dynamic. Like, you don't have to be that way. You just a girl dude.
Well, I think too, I would just say for those who are single mothers and you are trying to raise children, I would just say don't sleep with the help, because sometimes there are people who may be interested in you who are more so assets to the development of. Long story short, use male figures in the community to assist you in the involvement, and don't make it personal. if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because as much as the woman will try to be aggressive and do those things, trying to naturally, somebody got to teach you the man's not there. You're not going to be as effective as you believe you are.
Yeah.
Because there's just certain things that transfer just man to man. That doesn't transfer woman to man.
Well, there's not a lot of community dad figures out there.
There's not a lot, but there are some, and you have to sometimes put your. I had a conversation with the young lady a few years ago. I said, "But have you reached out to what's available?" Oh no, I have. Oh, well, you don't know. Not just because I came to talk to you, I came to holler at you. Oh, because this is my man now. No, have you referred to an uncle? Have you gone out and talked to some community? Have you done due diligence?
Right.
For Carl a while back, his mom came to me. It was like, I need you to help with my son. I mean, a lot of conversation. Me and God was like, who? My daddy was locked up. I'm just trying to figure out. But what it was is that moment was like, hey, I just need to refer. I need some external assistance in the matter, and there was no foul exchange between her and I.
Right.
Now, I did mess up with somebody else's. I was supposed to come in as mentor, and child became the Benti. Okay,
I'm done. That dude sound bad. That sounds so bad. But
not what I came here for.
It sounds bad,
but I think I get it. I get survival, and it's just so much. It's so much to the storyline, long term. Like going back in the day, like I didn't willfully say I wasn't coming. Y'all kicked me out of my home, so y'all can get this welfare situation. Like I didn't. Oh, let me not. No, to make sure y'all can get what y'all got to get, whether I'm in jail or not. Facts. I'm not in the house. That's the whole. So we'll get started on
that. That's crazy. But we got this idea of masculinity misconstrued.
So I'm going to what I was going to talk about. It's fine. Let's talk.
I'm sorry.
We're talking now.
But like, we feel like masculinity is this macho facade. Like you gotta walk around with your chest out 24/7.
Yeah, Rocky, Macho Man, Randy Savage. You don't know how we doing it.
You feel me,
brother?
And that's just like, no facts. Right. But like, we got this thing where, because the generation before did it, that it somehow makes it correct, and that's just not the way it should be, because things have to change in order for them to make sense.
But I feel like to me personally as a female, I feel like masculine is when you are the, how do I put it? I don't know. Like,
ape.
No.
I just look at you like that.
I don't know. Actually, you know what? I don't even know how I would describe masculine, because I guess because I understand what feminine is, so it would just be the opposite of what I believe feminine. But for me,
if you can actually express your feelings, you're masculine.
Say that again.
If you can articulate your feelings. That's a masculine quality.
Just say because I gotta tell you, I'm mad at you. You trifling.
Like you know how to like effectively communicate and articulate your feelings. That's masculine to me. Like absolutely, you don't have to walk around with your no neck showing. Like that's for me. That's not.
And I think
because I've seen some bottoms with no neck. You know what I'm saying? So.
What we talking about here?
So here's what you said. You guys be big. I've seen bottom like dudes that are bottoms. Be the big burly dude.
Okay, I kind of figured that's where we're okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
Being and bottom Benties.
But no, so being big, being burly, having muscles, that's not masculine to me.
Fact,
because like I said, those dudes could be bottoms. So I need you to carry a certain characteristic about you that shows me you have ability to lead. But if at the same time, if you can articulate your feelings in a healthy way and communicate, you masculine.
And some masculinity doesn't come from the physical labor. Some people just pay.
Yeah. Facts.
The apostle Bishop, I don't know that. You better call somebody. I'm not fixing his door. Better call. Frank, yo, come take.
But that doesn't take away from your masculinity.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Sure. I think
I think it's just. I feel like it's the energy. It's a certain kind of.
Yeah, it's. I will say this. It's a certain type of awareness.
I got you.
Being aware of all your surroundings.
Yeah.
emotional, spiritual, physical, whatever, being aware of your emotions, their emotions, the situation, the scenario, and how to attack certain things.
And
You know what I'm saying?
And I went back to word authority, and I say that only because it's like how you know how to handle things.
Facts.
It's like, hey, I think that what may make you less feminine or less masculine would be like your inability to handle a thing. Like, why can't you handle nothing?
Yeah,
you have to be able to handle something. You ain't doing nothing. You can't do nothing. Not because you're handicapped, but you can't do nothing. You can't do what? And I get that.
No,
communication is proper and things are good, but you know how to. I can delegate.
Yeah,
I can relinquish. But you got this. I'm good. You good. We this. All right. Boom. But when you just can't do nothing.
Yeah. No fact.
I talk about it.
Let's get to the Puzzle Bubble on Tuesday. Same time.
Yeah, same time. Because I'm just gonna do it.
Say less. I'm just gonna do
it. Delve deeper into this.
Yeah. And one day, you get you some. Then we continue.
I ain't really worry about it too much.
no, valid. Let's just go down this morning. We get back. We got hot topic and final thought real quick on Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. Let's go. Let's get it.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, aka D Belly, aka your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 on our show, The Vault. We're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant, but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app. See you then.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, and Jack, Faith, Hope, Love. We all are facing some type of battle. This time, I decided that I'm fighting back. I just refuse to literally let the battle overpower me, and I want to overpower the battle this time. You have to still go through the battle because I still need to get out of you what I need from you. You can beat it. It's just about knowing to getting into a place of confidence, like, I can beat this. I can get past this. This does not have to consume me. This does not have to... I don't have to wear this on my shoulders at all, truthfully. I can let it go. What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, and Jack, Faith, Hope, Love.
716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in the Big Frank in the morning, man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever this may find you in the world, in the universe, what it is, what's up, what's going on, what's going down. Let's go down the DM. Go down. You locked in with Big Frank in the morning. See Money Mac.
Hey, in the building.
Yeah. Dark Knight. It's going down. You ready to get into a hot topic? What we got for a hot sizzling?
Hot topics. We have Shannon Sharp's Los Angeles house was burglarized and $1 million worth of jewelry and bags were stolen out of his house.
Wow. They mad at him.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
That's my guy. Dang.
So, that happened.
Oh man, they would have. Can you imagine him just telling that story? So aggressive.
Did they touch the Hennessy?
I wasn't home. They took all my weed.
They took my box.
That's crazy. What else we got?
Happy birthday to Gladys Knight. She turned 79 years
old. Gladys,
shout out.
We gotta talk about the Titanic.
Oh man, yes, please let's talk about it. Well, because it's Monday, that was the most recent, so we have to
talk about it.
So they're surmising that the actual vessel that was used to take them down there imploded.
Yes,
because of the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So they are all presumed dead. So unfortunately, 5 lives have been lost because of it.
So they found it.
They found
it pieces.
The really sad part to this story was the 19-year-old boy before he got in said, "I don't feel comfortable about this ride. Like, I don't feel comfortable going in." And his father was like, "This is a Father's Day gift to me." Like,
okay. My question is this is my question.
Yo, that's real.
Who said that?
The son.
But how do you know?
Because
somebody had to be on top.
They had to sign waivers and stuff like that. And while he was signing the waiver, the son was like, "I don't feel like this is a good idea."
I feel like when people be dying, people be lying. I feel like people. No, forgive me being insensitive. I feel
dying
like,
and lying.
You know when somebody like transition, they're like, "Oh yeah, I had just said, y'all just did y'all for real? Did y'all really have that? Or this text message is 6 years old? You just trying to make it relevant today?"
Yeah. Really, bro? Like, I really don't think they're lying about the 19-year-old son.
I think that's somebody's making up a story. Like the waiver person.
No, I mean I don't find it unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable.
Come on.
I don't find it unbelievable. I find it a little bit believable because we all have that inkling. This ride might not.
Yeah,
when you get on the Superman for the first time, the person who probably sent them under.
Oh, was he not? Was he not the pilot? Was he not?
No, he wasn't.
Did they have a pilot?
No, it was just them.
Right, so it was like a rover.
Somebody was like robot. And
yes.
How you robot and then lose them?
Because they had lost the signal.
They lost the signal. They lost the signal.
The vessel supposedly the vessel was the vessel wasn't swimming. It don't swim. They just drop it in the space. Two, it wasn't able to come back on its own, so they would have had to go and get it. You know, so like
it was being regulated by a PlayStation.
So the whole joint was crazy and different.
The whole idea
and as
free flight. Wait a minute. Hold on.
The breakdown was it wasn't approved. Like this was not an approved jump
by the price. I can see.
No fact.
Like so, that's why they had the waiver because like the one of the guys getting ready. So they had a video of the billionaire signing the joint, and it read down like you could die. This is not approved. This is the testing joint. And he was like, okay, and signed it. Like signed his life away. But there was so much. It wasn't like a normal submarine where there's like they have pockets where if something was to happen, it pops back up. They didn't have none of that in there. It was literally like being in a minivan with no wheels,
no windows,
controlled by a PlayStation controller.
Now that is a problem because first and foremost, if you come up too fast, you're gonna die.
Like I said, white people are scary.
You feel me? And that's without the crack. Going down in this vacuum sealed joint, being free falling. There is no
who knows what depth.
There's no fact
because
there
we were going to see Titanic, and Titanic's on the floor of the ocean.
The very bottom. There is no.
Supposedly this company and this adventure has been around for 3 years, and they have done the trip multiple times. So this was something else that came out. This was already like this trip has been done multiple times. That was one thing. Another thing is one person got fired prior to these people getting on this because the person was saying that there was something wrong, and companies
nobody like don't play with my money, shout it.
Yeah, basically, and so they did that, but then. Of course, we know. You already know where I'm gonna go with this because I just think it's really funny because one, there is like supposedly like the whole Titanic ship like is really I don't know what it's decomposing. I don't know what the proper word will be, but it's like at a certain point because you have to ask yourself why would billionaires get into a capsule to go down here? To see this, like I think they were looking for something. I think they were looking for something. And not only do I think they were looking for something, but also too, I just find it's just weird how the whole situation has played out.
Yeah,
there's just too many weird parts. There could be they could have went, or this whole thing could be fake, and that's my honest opinion. I mean, for real. Not only that, but there was now here's another theory. There could actually be something in the ocean because just the same day or the day before, 700 migrants on a boat just went missing and sank.
Yes.
So something's going on, and they're not talking about that, but they're talking about these billionaires.
I'm gonna say this:
in the water survived the storm.
I'm gonna say this. If y'all don't stop trying to explore these places that ain't been explored for real,
just leave it alone
and learn.
Unless I'm trying to live like that.
If something disappeared
what
once,
if our ancestors just down the scene?
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, we was in this water before y'all got here.
I mean, because there's this.
I just like for me, just like looking at the make of it, I'm like, yeah, I don't understand how it survived several trips outside of that. Like,
valid,
but like they have, even when James Cameron had the opening shot of the actual movie of Titanic. That the actual camera equipment that did that opening shot almost like under the pressure, almost broke. So the opening shot of the movie Titanic. Okay. So you see how like they have the opening shot where they're approaching the boat. Okay. James Cameron even talked about how the equipment almost got destroyed because of how low it is, and how much pressure that it could have crushed the camera, just to get that opening shot. So if a camera almost got crushed trying to get an opening shot for the movie,
they was dead upon arrival.
Why would you try? Like, you gotta stop.
But that's why I said. That's why I said there's more to it because the way the story blew up so fast. Why is there, equivalent of, I don't know, it was like $6 billion worth of people, like the people that's on there worth, it might even be more than that, it might even be like 14 billion, which,
wait, what you talking about?
The people that was in it,
the
people that was, because like the people that was in it is worth like they're billionaires.
No, facts. I get it.
So it's just like you have to ask yourself, why would you a billionaire?
Why was he a billionaire?
Why would a billionaire? Because think about it, like how much does a submarine cost? Even if it wasn't like a big submarine, how much does a submarine cost? You're telling me that if I'm a billionaire, okay, I'm paying $250,000 to get into this a pill, to go to the bottom of the ocean.
Crocodile Hunter used to, risk his life every day.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
because he loved what he did.
You call it
different.
Now,
Under the Sea.
He loved what he did.
But
play if you want to.
Under the Sea, but what I'm getting at, which I'm just gonna tap into this thing. There's some big pharmaceutical company.
No facts.
Trauma happening.
Yeah.
But there's also this experiment happening at the same time somewhere else. And I need to see if this works. I need to test it. But I got some stake in the ground. Like, listen, I'm taking the money if y'all don't go.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go? All right, we'll go. We'll take it. All right, I'll pay for it. But it's like,
but
then I don't like y'all.
Because you got to remember, but honestly, one more thing, because you have to remember the Titanic.
Yep, go ahead. I was just
there's so much with the Titanic too, because that's a whole other conspiracy situation in itself. And the fact that the boats are even switched out, and it's probably not even the Titanic, it's probably the what is it? I can't think of the name of it, but the other boat. So but the people that died on the Titanic were also billionaires, because that's how JP Morgan even got started in the banking industry, was from the deaths of the other billionaires on the Titanic. So there's some.
Listen, it is a right, like you were saying, they were all going on the boat. They were supposed to be like this big meeting. Everybody but one person got off.
JP Morgan, I'm pretty sure, was it JP Morgan? It might have been him or another banker.
How coincidental.
Yes.
And then it's just,
yeah.
But now I feel like this could be an extension to that.
Now listen, it's going down. Fire 716 Big Freaking Morning. This conversation will continue, but you got to tune in later on this week. Check it out. It's going down. Fire 716 Big Freaking Morning.